Hey guys, welcome to Lights Camera Cooking with Emma. Today we're going to be making chocolate cupcakes with swirled icing on top. So let's get started. Okay, so now this is all the supplies you're going to need to make your cupcakes. We've got some triple chocolate fudge cake mix, Betty Crocker brand. We've got some regular old white cupcake skirts. You can get colored ones, but we're just going to use white for today. For the swirled icing, we've just got some regular old Pillsbury, vanilla, canned frosting. And then to make the colors, we've got yellow food coloring gel. They call it just magenta. It's just pink. And then, turquoise here. So those are all the food coloring. And then, of course, to bake your cupcakes, you're going to need a cupcake stand. So let's get started. Okay, so to start, we're going to preheat our oven. And with the cake mix we're using, it just says 350. So we're going to let that heat up. So we're going to start with mixing our cake mix. So take out just your cake mix and cut off the top. And pour that into a large mixing bowl here. Got half a cup of vegetable oil here. Pour that in. Gonna add in our water here. And then it says to add 3 eggs. There's 1. There's a bunch of yolks stuck in there. Okay. And 3. So now we're going to beat it with an electric mixer until combined. Okay, so our cupcake mix here is all nice and mixed, and we put our white cupcake skirts in our cupcake pan, and we're gonna just take our mix and pour it in. You want to fill it pretty high, otherwise they don't rise enough. So we're just going to fill all these and we'll go back. So we filled all of our cupcake wells here, and our oven is heated up, so we're going to put them in the oven. Ooh, hot. And we're going to set the timer for about 18, but we're going to check on them at 16 just to make sure that they're cooked right. So we'll see you when they're done. It's been about 16 minutes. I'm going to check on them. So just take a toothpick and put it in your cupcake and pull it out, and if it's nice and clean, then that means that they're all ready and the toothpick is clean. So we're going to take these out and just set them on top of our oven here. Hot. So we're going to let these cool for about an hour, and then while these are cooling, we're going to begin to prepare icing. Okay, so now we're going to make the icing. So the colors we're going to be using is once again magenta, turquoise, and just some regular old yellow. So we're going to open just our Pillsbury vanilla frosting. Open this. So just gonna spoon about 1/3 of your canned frosting into this bowl. I'm using my other spoon to kind of help me get it in there, but just spooning it in. So we've spooned out all of our canned frosting here into each of our bowls. So now we're gonna add the color. So we'll start with the turquoise. Now this is one of those bottles that you squeeze it out of. So we're just gonna add 3 drops at first. So just 3 drops. We're gonna mix and see if we need any more. Would add maybe 1 more drop. It's a very pretty blue. It's my favorite kind of blue. So now we're going to move on to our magenta pink. So let's open this. And we're going to add 3 drops again, just because pink can be really, really bold and vibrant. So we're going to add 3 drops of pink. Let's see if that's good enough. Wow, that's a pretty pink. So just mix the pink just like you did with the blue. And it's pretty good actually. So just gonna continue mixing this until all the white's mixed in. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the yellow. And my yellow is different than my blue and my pinks. We have food coloring gel for this one. So you're gonna use a toothpick and just kind of spoon it out, kind of. Just kind of mix it in. So that's good. Let's mix that. Let's see how good that is. Could add just a little bit more. Not too much though. Just a little bit more here. That's good. That should be good. So we're going to continue mixing this also. Okay, so now we're going to put all our frostings, pretty colored frostings, into our piping bag. So we're going to cut off about 3/4 of an inch of your piping bag. So about that much. And then we're going to work our tip here into it. Push it through. Probably cut off a little bit more then. There. Might be a little bit better. And yep, that's better. Okay. So this is probably the tricky part. Is putting it all in the piping bag without mixing it all. I'm gonna fill our piping bag here. So just gonna spoon, not too much, but a little bit of frosting in. Just gonna take it a little bit at a time. You're just gonna kind of reach it in there. Kind of put it down fairly far. Not all the way though, otherwise it will all mix together. So we're gonna start with all the blue here. As soon as we got all the blue in, we'll be back. Okay, so now we're gonna start with our yellow. So we're just gonna grab a spoon. And you're going to put that right next to your blue there. So we're just going to continue spooning in our yellow. Now we're going to start adding our pink. Just going to spoon a little bit in, just like we do with the other ones. It's So honestly, really all you're doing with these icings is you're just repeating the same pattern with just a different color. And the more that you put in the piping bag, the harder it is to kind of get it in, because you have to kind of push it in, and it gets kind of messy a little bit, but looks really cool in the end. So now we're gonna just kind of prepare our piping bag for the rest of the way. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna kind of take our piping bag and take our hand and just move all that frosting towards the front, right towards your tip there. Just gonna push it right there, and then kind of bring it together and twist our end here so that none of that frosting can get out. And then we're just gonna take a paper towel and just kind of continue to pipe until we get all those colors out. Continue to practice just doing that. So we've got one of our cupcakes here, and we're just gonna frost it. So I'm holding the top and the bottom, and you're gonna go right around the edge. Just right around the edge. Slowly come into the center, work your way up, push down, and come up. And there is your adorable little cupcake. So we're gonna do one more. Once again, get close to the edge. Nice and close. And push down and up. So there's your nice, cute little tie-dye cupcake. That's really good. Soft.
1 to 10.
Then, yeah.
Really good. Very good.
What do you rate it from 1 to 10?
A 10. That's so good. And cute.
Okay, so we're gonna put, oh, it fell. Ah, no.